In my life I have two consoles. The first is PS1, the second is PS2. And despite the fact that I played more on PC and PS2 when compared to the time I played PS1, I think PS1 is the best console ever. I know PS2 has a lot of iconic games like Shadow of the Colossus, God of War, Devil May Cry 3, Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 2, and too much more games, but I love PS1. And because of this, actually I have one personalized challenge where I intend to finish 3000 PS1 games. Originally I intended to finish all games from PS1, inspired by the challenge of finishing all Nintendo 64 games from Sr. Wilson. But after discovering the fact of PS1 has more than 4000 games, and several of these games are somewhat questionable, I decided to change the challenge for a more personalized one. But one thing kept on going through my head when I had this idea. The thing is to start the challenge of finishing the first Crash game, because this game is an iconic game on PS1, and because when I was a kid I never finished this game, because every time I arrived on the last island the game stuck, and ironically when I tried to finish the game years later on emulator, the game stuck in the same time when I played on PS1. Because of this I created an illusion in my mind about never having the opportunity to finish the game in the future. But now I have one emulator that is much more efficient, and I know the game isn't stuck. Now we are seeing how was this experience of finishing the first Crash game in 2024. First thing I like to speak is about the cutscene lore, because when I take the game to play, because I know the lore, I did not notice the fact of I don't see the cutscene when I played. And after searching on YouTube, I discovered the fact it's necessary to wait 30 seconds on middle screen for to see the cutscene. But resuming the lore of the first game is basically this. Dr. Neo Cortex and your partner Nitrous Brill is having a research to improve the intellectual capacity of the animals and transforming the animals in a military army. And the Neocortex wants to make an experiment in Crash to transform him into the commandant in your military army. But because the machine is not 100% finished, the experiment goes wrong and Crash runs away the castle. But now he needs to return to the castle to save your girlfriend. As you can see, the lore is a simple background for you to beat Neocortex. And I think this is because the devs never imagined the incredible popularity the game has received. But now, let's speak about the first island. The first level is a simple tutorial to teach players the basics of the game, because this I honestly don't have a good commentary about this level, but the fact of you start at the same part at the menu, I think this is really cool. And when I think about this, I remember the fact God of War made the same thing. The difference is the fact God of War don't have the load screen after you start the game. After you finish the first level, you basically know everything about the game, because it differs from Crash 3, where you receive an upgrade every boss you defeat. The first Crash, the gameplay is the same to start to finish. Unique thing the first level don't show is the bonus levels, but it appears from second level. Now, talking about the level design in the first island. The first island has a good variety of gameplay mechanics, showing the fact of the game don't resume to run forward, but have sections when you play a classic platformer game with you running left to right or right to left. You are introduced to the running ball levels too. When I was kid, every time I played the levels you need to run the ball, I played with a tense feeling, but playing today I really liked these levels. And these Crash don't have aquatic levels like Crash 3, but have levels when you need to cross a river. I think this is the closest levels to aquatic levels. The first island too has a unique level where you need to hide a boar. And because I love the levels you need to hide the tiger in Crash 3, I really like this level, despite having one level like this in the first game. And about boss battle. The first island has just one boss battle, and because he is the first boss, he is too easy. Now go to the second island. Now arriving the second island, this island has 6 levels and 2 boss battles. The level design in this island, despite is more difficult with compared to the first island, I don't have difficulty in this island. The thing made this island more difficult than first island is because have more platforms you need to wait and calculate the right time to jump. The map design on the second island changes from a dense forest with indigenous people to a reptile-infested temple, and the variety of gameplay is smaller than the first island. Despite has 2 boss battles in the second island, same as first island, the bosses don't have any difficulty. I think the most difficult level in the second island is the broken bridge, but I wait to comment about this after. Well, I don't have too much to talk about the second island, because let's go to the third and the last island. Now is the last island. Because the difficulty levels are improved, this island has the 2 more difficult levels in the game. One is the second broken bridge level. The second is the wall of Neocortex Castle. Despite I think the wall of castle is more difficult than broken bridge, every time I see people speaking about the crash difficulty, normally mention the broken bridge. But in my opinion, the 2 levels has broken bridge is the most fun levels in the game. Despite I died a little times in the second broken bridge, honestly I don't think this level is really difficult. When I was a kid, I really thought this level was hard, but playing the present day, I think these levels are easy. The only level I really think is hard is Wall Castle. Well, after a long adventure and defeating the henchmen of Cortex, we finally arrive at the Cortex, and despite he being the final boss, he is not hard to defeat. Your pattern is easy to memorize, and after defeating Cortex, you'll finally save your girlfriend and finish the game. Now after finish the game, I need to say, the game is easier than I expected. When I took the game to play, I thought I needed 3 or 4 hours to finish, but I finished the game with 2 hours. Every time I see people speaking about Crash, one common commenter is about the difficulty. But despite I'm not good at platform games, I don't have any difficulty when I play. Only level I thought have difficulty is Wall of the Castle. Because when I played the game in 2021 for see if the game continues to stuck at the same time when I played on PS1, I think I stayed in the Wall Castle for about 40 minutes. But when I played in this challenge, I don't have any difficulty. Despite the game not giving much Aku Aku box mask, the game gives 2 money life boxes. The level design of the game is very solid, and 99% of deaths are the fault of the player, not fault of the game. When I finished the game, I was surprised with the fact I have more than 70 extra lives. All platform sessions is good to play, and don't have any enemy is difficult to beat. Only thing I can remember I disliked is these barrels, because I don't understand too well where is the safe zones to stay. Whatever, this is the video. I know I have things I forgot to comment, but this is my first script and I have moments I really don't know how to put what I want to say. And because this I cut a lot of things, but I'm trying to improve next videos. If you have critiques about the video, make a comment. Now have a good day and see you next time.